सतनाम करता पुरख निरपो निर्वैर अकाल मूरत अजूनी सैभम गुर प्रसाद जप आद सच जुगाद सच है भी सच नानक होसी भी सच। एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निरपो निर्वैर अकाल मूरत अजूनी सैभम गुर प्रसाद जप आद सच जुगाद सच है भी सच नानक होसी भी सच।
May I please invite our esteemed principal, Mrs. Renu Puri, to address the students.
Okay, can we have some kind of semblance in the auditorium? These two girls are walking down the aisle. Please hurry up and find a seat. Thank you. Now let's sit up straight. Put your shoulders back so that you can breathe properly. And put your hands on your knees. Close your eyes. And focus on your breath. Breathe in consciously. Hold your breath for a count of 2. And breathe out slowly and completely. Continue doing this exercise of consciously breathing. We breathe every moment, but to be conscious of it is very important. And with each breath in, focus on the goodness around you. Focus on your blessings. And focus on the bounties which the universe has given you. And with each breath out, let go of all your worries, stresses, tensions, and just calm your mind. And as you do that, focus on the fact that every moment, whatever you do, you will use your mind, hand, and heart to give it the best. If you do that, you are going to do it to the best of your ability. And that is going to give you the satisfaction. So with that faith and that belief, send out your prayer of gratitude. Rub your hands. Cup your eyes and welcome this day. Good morning, all of you in the auditorium. First and foremost, all the children who are in the choir from classes 4 and 5. Can I see your hands up, please? Those who are in the music choir? I don't see them here. Yes. So, Sonika ma'am, from tomorrow, where we'll have the next assembly tomorrow, I need them seated in the row behind me in the morning. You please shortlist those 8, 10, 20 children, and they come up on stage and sing with you in the morning, right? So all the children in the choir who are sitting in the back, on top in the balcony, will form a separate line and come and sit in the center aisle of the auditorium downstairs, so that you can be a part of the prayer and you don't have to run back into the balcony. You'll be seated here. Tomorrow is a Saturday, but we're going to have regular school. It's going to be a Tuesday timetable. I expect each one of you to be present, and we will have assembly in the morning, which will be hosted by classes 9 and 10 IG, and we will continue with the day on a Tuesday. Because if you remember, before the vacations, we shut our school earlier than we had planned, and we've got to make up those days of academics. Is there any other problem there? I can see some boys talking. Do you have a doubt? Okay. So I hand over the stage now to the captains. Over to you guys. Please.
Now we hand over the stage to class 10C to continue with the assembly.
Good morning, respected principal, teachers, and my dear friends. Imagine this. One person is carefully taking photos of their food for Facebook, while another is already making a 10-second reel with trending music. One says, let's have a phone call, while the other replies, can we just text? Sounds familiar, doesn't it? These aren't just habits, they're signs of different generations. They may share the same world, but they grew up in very different times, which has shaped their personalities, choices, and perspectives.
Well, that's exactly what we're exploring today, the fascinating world of Gen Z and millennials. Though these two generations are only a few years apart, they often think, communicate, and even use technology very differently. From fashion and social media to careers and daily habits, their differences are both interesting and entertaining. Now, I invite Ananya for the thought of the day.
Thank you. Thought of the day. The older generation offers roots, the younger generation brings wings, and together they create progress. The older generation gives roots, wisdom, values, and experiences, while the younger generation gives us wings, fresh ideas, courage to change. And together they create a future that is both strong and innovative. This gives us a message that progress happens when experience and innovation work together. Now I would like to call Vaishnavi and Ekamjeet for the important dates of the week.
Important dates: 26 July, Kargil Vijay Divas. Kargil Vijay Divas commemorates India's victory in the 1999 Kargil War. It honors the courage and sacrifice of our brave soldiers and inspires patriotism across the nation. 27 July, CRPF Foundation Day. CRPF Foundation Day celebrates the establishment of the Central Reserve Police Force. It recognizes the dedication of CRPF personnel in maintaining law and order, protecting the nation, and helping during disasters. 28 July, World Nature Conservation Day. This day reminds us to protect forests, wildlife, and natural resources. Simple actions like planting trees, saving water, and reducing pollution can help preserve our planet for future generations. 29 July, International Tiger Day. International Tiger Day spreads awareness about tiger conservation. India has the largest population of wild tigers, and the numbers have increased due to conservation efforts. During our visit to Ranthambore, we were not lucky enough to spot one, reminding us how precious and rare these magnificent animals are. 30th July, International Day of Friendship. This day celebrates friendship, kindness, and peace. It reminds us to value our friends and respect everyone. We wish that even countries in conflict could choose friendship and work together for a more peaceful world. 31st July, World Ranger Day. World Ranger Day honors the forest rangers who work tirelessly to protect wildlife and forests, often in difficult and dangerous conditions. 1st August, World Lung Cancer Day. World Lung Cancer Day raises awareness about lung cancer, encourages early detection, and promotes healthy habits such as avoiding tobacco. Now, I invite Zohar and Haridit for VHS News.
A delegation comprising of 12 students represented the school at the World Scholars Cup Global Round held in Prague, Czech Republic. Our scholars secured 24 gold medals and 14 silver medals. A delegation comprising of 12 students represented the school at the World Scholars Cup Global Round held in Prague, Czech Republic. Our scholars secured 24 gold medals and 14 silver medals.
Our under 17 boys football team secured the silver medal in the pre-Subroto football tournament.
Our under 14 boys table tennis team secured second position in the inter-school state tournament.
Now we would like to invite Ane and Aniket for the local news.
Local news. Chandigarh reviews online tenancy portal. The Chandigarh administration has tested a new online tenant verification portal before its launch. The portal will simplify tenant registration, reduce paperwork, and improve police verification.
Monsoon delays infrastructure projects. Heavy monsoon rains have slowed several infrastructure projects in Chandigarh and Mohali. Officials say the delays are mainly due to poor preparation for the rainy season.
Protest over Amritpal Singh's release. Supporters of Waris Punjab Day protested in Chandigarh demanding the release of MP Amritpal Singh. Police used water cannons to disperse the crowd after tensions escalated.
Youth clubs distributes lassi to workers. Members of the Leo Club Chandigarh Fortune distributed around 1,000 packets of chilled lassi to daily wage and roadside workers across the city to help them cope with the summer heat. Now Arna and Shaurya will present the national news.
National news. Dharmendra Pradhan resigned as the Education Minister of India on 25 July 2026. After nationwide student-led protests over exam irregularities. Climate activist and educationist Sonam Wangchuk had been observing a 26-day hunger strike alongside the protesters.
On the same day, the Minister of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution and New and Renewable Energy, Prahlad Joshi, was given the additional charge of the Ministry of Education.
The Parliament passed the Public Examinations Prevention of Unfair Means Amendment Bill to curb exam fraud. It raises individual prison terms up to 10 years and levies fines up to Rs 10 crore on organized cheating syndicates. Additionally, it mandates special fast-track courts to complete trials within 3 months of charge sheet filing.
A tragic school building roof collapse in Piplodi village of Rajasthan on 25 July resulted in 7 student fatalities and injured over 20 children who were trapped under the debris before being rescued by locals and emergency teams. This incident sparked widespread concern about the safety of school infrastructure.
Monsoon flooding across Assam has claimed 75 lives and impacted over 3.3 lakh people. Floodwaters submerged more than 45,000 hectares of farmland and damaged vital infrastructure. In response, joint rescue teams are actively evacuating stranded villagers and distributing essential relief supplies.
On July 27, 2026, the Madhya Pradesh farmers under the Samyukt Kisan Morch launched the Kisan Kranti March towards Bhopal, demanding 100% state procurement of moong crop at MSP after protesters breached barricades and staged highway sit-ins on July 28-29. The government raised its procurement ceiling from 25% to 60% on July 30th. Now I would like to call Rajveer and Viraj on stage to give updates on international news.
International news. Ukraine drone attack. On Wednesday night, around 400 drones attacked the Russian military and industrial facilities. Russian officials have reported about some casualties and damage as the war enters another phase.
Global Climate, Global Climate Summit convenes in Geneva. International delegates and environmental ministers gathered in Geneva for an emergency summit to address record breaking global temperatures and establish fast track funding mechanisms for climate vulnerable nations facing acute food and water shortages, and discussing how to cope up with the immense heat responsible for multiple wildfires globally.
Gironde wildfire. Massive wildfires in France and Spain. Around 7,000 people have been evacuated in Madrid. The authorities have said this has been caused due to the intensive heat wave in Europe. This is the fourth wildfire in France this year.
Russian authorities officially placed Telegram founder Pavel Durov on a wanted list and brought criminal charges against him, accusing him of aiding terrorism, marking a major escalation in Moscow's crackdown on major tech platforms. I now invite Adiraj and Adrit for the sports news.
Sports news. Lando Norris claims the first position at the Hungarian Grand Prix. After a thrilling race at the Budapest circuit, Lando claims the first position at the podium, followed by Max Verstappen winning second and Kimi Antonelli winning third.
Indian skipper Shubman Gill has become the top-ranked batter in ODI rankings. The 26-year-old has 801 points compared to Darrell Mitchell, who has 794 and is second in the ranking charts. He began the year with scores of 56 each in the first two ODIs versus New Zealand and 23 in the final match of the same series.
Brazil's all-time leading scorer Neymar has officially confirmed his retirement from international football, bringing the curtains down on a glittering international career that spanned more than 16 years with the five-time World Cup champions.
I would now like to call Arna to continue the assembly.
Today, we are about to settle a debate that started more arguments than pineapple on pizza. Yes, it is Gen Z versus millennials. One generation says YOLO, while the other proudly begins every story with Hamare zamane mein. So, who's really better? Let's find out.
Boys and girls sitting together, that too in my class. Chalo khade ho jo. Everyone take out your books and notebooks. Kabir, where's your book? घर पे रहेगी आप भी घर ही रह जाता फिर चल बाहर
Hi guys.
Yo, ma'am.
Okay, take out your books and notebooks.
Antriksh, where is your book?
घर पे.
Now we can't even say anything to you all. Get up.
मैं जाऊं?
जाइए. Okay, I'll be distributing your math papers now.
अरे यार, मैंने तो सारे स्टेप्स करे थे, मैम ने फिर भी मार्क्स नहीं दिए। कौन से स्टेप्स? अरे ब्रो, ये वाले स्टेप। क्लॉक इट।
ये टीवी का सिग्नल क्यों नहीं आ रहा?
भाई तू खेल रहा था ना, जा ठीक करके आ।
ਇਹਨੂੰ ਸੱਜੇ ਕਰ ਸੱਜੇ 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 ਤੇ ਸੱਜੇ ਕਰਦੇ ਸਾਰੀ ਮੇਨ ਰੋਡ ਤੇ ਚੜ ਜੀ ਤੇ ਚੜਦੇ ਸਾਰੀ ਖੱਬੇ ਹੱਥ ਆਓ ਜਾਂਦੇ
What's happening over here?
At the end, if there's one thought we'd like everyone to carry with them today, is that every generation grows up in a different world, faces different challenges, and learns different lessons. Millennials grew up adapting to rapid changes, learning patience, resilience, and responsibility. Gen Z, on the other hand, is growing up in a world driven by technology, creativity, and constant innovation. Neither generation is perfect, and neither has all the answers. Instead of asking who is better, we should ask ourselves, what can we learn from each other? If millennials teach us the importance of perseverance, Gen Z reminds us to think differently, adapt quickly, and embrace change. Progress has never been about one generation replacing another. It has always been about one generation building on the foundation laid by the previous one. So let us not create a gap between generations, but a bridge of understanding, respect, and learning. Because when experience joins hands with fresh ideas, ordinary people achieve extraordinary things. After all, generations don't compete, they complete each other.
We often think of generations as separate groups, our grandparents, our parents, and us. But in reality, generations constantly influence one another. The way our parents speak, think, and live shapes us. Just as the world that we are creating today will shape the generations that come after us. We inherit ideas from the past, but we also have the power to question them and create something new. Today, I want to talk about 3 people who have had a significant impact on Gen Z. Not all through politics or fame, but through the ideas they introduce into our everyday lives. First, Sonam Wangchuk has shown us that innovation does not always mean futuristic technology or billion-dollar companies. Through ideas such as the ice stupa, he has used science and traditional knowledge to solve real environmental problems. He has also challenged an education system focused too heavily on memorization, encouraging creativity and problem solving instead. He has shown Gen Z that innovation is not about creating the most advanced solution, but the most useful one. Second, Sushant Divkigar, also known as Rani Kohinoor, has helped bring conversations about gender identity, self expression, and acceptance into mainstream spaces. Their visibility has encouraged young people to question traditional ideas about how people are expected to look, behave, and identify. Their work represents a generation that is increasingly willing to ask, do traditions deserve to continue simply because they're old? Finally, Satoshi Tajiri, the creator of Pokemon, he has shaped influence Gen Z in a completely different way. Pokemon shaped the childhood of millions of people around the world, but its impact goes beyond entertainment. It created communities, connected people across cultures, and showed us the power that stories and imagination can have. Sometimes the people who shape the generation are not the ones leading movements, they are the ones creating the worlds that we grow up in. Together, these three people show us that influence can come from many places, from innovation, from challenging social norms, or even the stories and games that shape our childhood. And perhaps the most important thing to remember is that just as previous generations have influenced us, we are now becoming the generation that will influence those who come after us. As Mahatma Gandhi said, be the change that you wish to see in the world. Thank you.
As we conclude this assembly, we would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to Ashish sir, Dharampal Bhaiya, Arpita ma'am, Mamta ma'am, and Rakesh sir and our school for giving every class this wonderful opportunity. This platform helps us learn, inspires us, builds our confidence, and enables us to overcome stage fright. Finally, we sincerely thank you all for being such a wonderful audience. Your presence and encouragement means a lot to us. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead. This is Class 10C signing off.
Thank you, Class 10C, for this wonderful assembly. May I please call upon stage Mr. Mukul Sharma to say a few words.
Six, seven.
Hello. Thank you, Class 10C, for such a wonderful assembly in the morning. And this so-called generation gap has always existed and it will always exist. It is the way we move forward. We give away the old redundant ways, practices, and accept the new ones. So thank you once again. And with this progressive mindset, we all will move forward. Thank you. And now over to captains. And okay, let me invite all of the 10C on the stage. Please come. Hurry up. Along with your teachers, Mamta ma'am and Rakesh sir. A big round of applause for them. All these Gen Zs, you deserve it. Thank you.
Now there's an announcement by World Scholars Cup.
Good morning, everyone. A delegation of 12 students, accompanied by 2 teachers, participated in the World Scholars Cup Global Round, held in Prague, Czech Republic, from the 8th to the 16th of July 2026. The Global Round brought together 2,000 scholars from 26 nations to engage in collaborative debates, creative writing, and knowledge challenges.
After almost 20 hours of traveling, our original plan was simple: go to the hotel, rest, and recover.
But Prague had other plans. We left our jet lag on the bus, dumped our suitcases at the hotel, freshened up, and headed straight back out to explore because the city's vibe was simply too exciting to ignore.
Our adventure began with the big bus tour, which gave us our very first glimpse of the city's historic landmarks and charming streets.
One of our favorite stops was the magnificent Prague Castle, which felt like stepping into a storybook. Walking through its grand courtyards and looking over the city was an unforgettable experience.
Then we walked across the iconic Charles Bridge, which was surrounded by historic statues and the beautiful Vlata River.
Our final stop was the Old Town Square, where we saw the famous Prague astronomical clock, one of the oldest working clocks in the world.
It's amazing that a clock built hundreds of years ago still works perfectly, unlike some of us after a 20-hour journey.
It was the perfect start to our World Scholars Cup journey, full of history, new experiences, and memories that we'll always cherish.
The adventure started with an 8:30 a.m. bus ride to Karlov Vary, located near Prague. Karlov Vary, UNESCO World Heritage Site, is a historic spa town brimming with culture, springs, and tradition. The town's famous mineral water comes from the river Tepla, meaning hot. Steaming spring geysers rise several meters into the air across Karlov Vary, so the power of the iron-rich water is evident across the town. According to one legend, Emperor Charles IV used to treat his aching limbs at the spring in the historic market square. Today, richly decorated colonnades house the town's springs, each providing mineral water for passers-by to drink. Walking around carrying cool porcelain cups with built-in straws to sip the warm, bubbly water was an amazing experience. Nibbling Karlov Vary spa wafers while walking between springs was really a treat. Spa wafers are famous, large, thin, round check wafers made with local thermal spring water, often sold warm. They come in popular flavors like vanilla, hazelnut, chocolate, and cinnamon. We were lucky enough to visit during the 60th Karlov Vary International Film Festival, so the whole town was buzzing with excitement. It almost felt like we'd accidentally walked onto a movie set. The funicular ride straight up to the mountain to Diana Observation Tower offered an incredible 360-degree view, showcasing the entire colorful town and endless green forests. Day 1 was packed with fun and adventure. We couldn't wait to see what the rest of the trip had in store, and trust us, it only got better from there.
Day 2 of our World Scholars Cup journey began with the much-awaited opening ceremony at the beautiful Hibernia Theatre in Old Town.
Around 2,000 scholars from 26 countries came together, creating an exciting, inspiring atmosphere. It was amazing to be surrounded by students who shared the same passion for learning, collaboration, and discovery.
The ceremony was packed with WSC signature traditions. The host brought down the house with hilarious jokes, interactive team building chants, and of course the introduction of the WSC mascot, the stuffed alpaca. The crowd went wild as the global community officially kicked off 5 intense days of critical thinking, collaborative writing, and team challenges, officially marking the beginning of the global round and filled us with excitement for the experiences that lay ahead.
Following lunch, we attended the Scavenge Team Assembly, where we were divided into mixed groups with scholars from different countries.
Working with teammates from diverse backgrounds gave us the chance to build new friendships, exchange ideas, and learn about each other's cultures while solving clues and completing challenges across Prague's Old Town. To end the day, we boarded the incredible Scholars Cruise and dinner right on the beautiful Vltava River. An evening filled with delicious food, great music, and deep, meaningful conversations.
Every remarkable journey is shaped by moments that challenge our abilities, broaden our perspectives, and leave a lasting impact. For us, day 3 was one such milestone.
With excitement in our hearts and determination in our minds, we made our way to Prague British International School for collaborative writing and team debate, each designed to challenge our intellect, creativity, and collaboration.
The Scholars Challenge tested our knowledge across diverse disciplines and encouraged us to draw meaningful connections between different areas of learning. Every question challenged us to think critically and approach knowledge from a truly global perspective.
Following an exhilarating morning of competitions, we gathered for lunch in the school's dining hall. Conversations flowed effortlessly as scholars exchanged stories, perspectives, and experiences, strengthening friendships that had begun only days before.
Later that evening, we visited the renowned Palladium shopping mall, where we explored its vibrant stores, selected souvenirs for our loved ones, and enjoyed a well deserved opportunity to unwind while experiencing another glimpse of Prague's charm.
Day 4. After breakfast, we headed to the Hibernia Theatre around 9:30 a.m. for another exciting day of events. The first event was the Scholars Bowl, one of the most interactive competition of the global round. Each team was provided with 15 seconds and to answer each question. The round lasted nearly 2 hours and tested our knowledge, teamwork, and quick thinking. Post lunch was the time for the Scholars Show, where participants across the world showcased their unique talents, from traditional dances and musical performances to impressive display of creativity. Every act reflected the rich diversity of the World Scholars Cup community. This was followed by the highly anticipated debate showcase, where some of the tournament's top debaters took the stage. Watching them present their arguments with such confidence, clarity, and passion was truly inspiring. Anahita Bansal from our school got the opportunity to be one of the adjudicators for this debate.
After several exciting days of competitions, day 5 gave us a well-deserved leisure day, and we spent it exploring the fairy tale town of Chesky Krumlov, a historical town with its colorful buildings, charming cobblestone streets, and stunning castle overlooking the Vltava River. It truly felt like we had stepped into a storybook. Visit to the state castle and chateau Chesky Krumlov, a 13th century hilltop complex overlooking the Vltava River, was a treat. As the second largest castle site in the Czech Republic, it features 40 buildings across 5 courtyards, an iconic round bell tower, a multi-story cloak bridge, and a historic moat housing live bears. We wandered through the narrow lanes, admired the beautiful architecture, and enjoyed the peaceful atmosphere. It was a refreshing break, and for once, the only thing we had to solve wasn't a scholar's challenge, but deciding which souvenir to buy.
15th July, the final day of our World Scholars Cup journey, began with excitement. We attended the Scholars Show too, where we also had the opportunity to perform. It was an honor to represent our school on an international stage.
After lunch, we attended the closing ceremony where we celebrated the achievements of all the scholars. It was a proud yet emotional moment because our amazing WSC journey was coming to an end.
In the evening, we attended the Scholars Ball, where we danced, took photos, and spent our final moments with the wonderful friends we had made from different countries.
Although it was difficult to say goodbye, we returned home with unforgettable memories, new friendships, greater confidence, and valuable lessons that we will always cherish. Our World Scholars Cup journey was truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and we are grateful to our principal, Mrs. Renu Puri, and teachers for making it possible.
Our hard work, sleepless nights, and teamwork truly paid off. We didn't just bring back unforgettable memories, we returned home with an absolutely incredible haul of 14 silver medals, 24 gold medals, and 1 champion trophy. We feel proud to announce that all 4 teams have successfully qualified for the Tournament of Champions at Yale University, USA, taking place from November 12th to November 18, 2026. To celebrate this monumental victory, I request our Honorable Principal, Mrs. Renupuri, to kindly give away the awards to the students. We feel proud to share that Rahul Walia bagged overall writing champion trophy first prize in collaborative writing and secured 8th place in debate. He also won 6 gold medals and 1 silver medal. Gurfateh Singh Sidhu, 1 gold medal, 1 silver medal. Kashwin Kaur, 1 gold medal and 2 silver medals. Amer Sahani, 2 gold medals, 1 silver medal. Adya Bansal, 2 gold medals, 2 silver medals. Nilanchi, 3 gold medals.
Ravani Kaur Sopti, 1 gold medal and 1 silver medal. Anya Sharma, 1 gold medal and 1 silver medal. Anahita Bansal, 3 gold medals and 1 silver medal. Madhav Yash Das, 2 gold medals and 1 silver medal. Umreen Kaur, 1 gold medal and 1 silver medal. And I, Samarveer Bal, 1 gold medal and 2 silver medals.
Our WSC journey has transformed us into more analytical thinkers, effective communicators, and resilient problem solvers. Through intensive debate and writing, we learn to dissect complex issues, merge logic with creative imagination, and respect diverse perspectives to achieve shared goals. Navigating high pressure challenges not only built our confidence, but also taught us to embrace setbacks as vital tools for self reflection.
And now we have a short video presentation.
Now there's an announcement by the Eco Club.
A very good morning to everyone. A group of 13 students participated in the One Mahotsav and Heritage Day celebration held at St. John's High School, Chandigarh on 30th July. The competition had various events such as poetry recitation, skit competition, rangoli making, book cover designing, and tableau making. We are proud to announce that Rahat received second position in the poetry recitation. We would like to thank Mukul sir and Renu ma'am for providing us this opportunity. We would also like to express our gratitude towards Ms. Bindya Khanna for helping and accompanying us every step of the way. Now I would like to invite Mukul sir to felicitate the participants. Kindly come up on stage as I call your name. Rahat Dhillon, Tia Malhotra, Shaina Goyal, Damya Gupta, Ambrini Bhatnagar, Nadia Rikhi, Kaina Verma, Naz Bagla, Maulik Bharswaj, Atharv Goyal, Archisha Joshi, Pariniti Gupta, and Ayadvika Jain. Thank you.
All students to please note the hallway between the principal's office and the school office is out of bounds for students. Also, classes 4th to 8th, for them, ties are not compulsory from now. Thank you. Now I request everyone to please stand up for the school song, followed by the national anthem.
Over land, in the air, on the sea. Together let us work hand in hand at Vivek and ring the bells of victory. Together unafraid for 100 nights, 100 days. Together let us go where Vivek's flag flies and friendship's banner raise. Together unafraid, with knowledge and integrity, our motto at Vivek. Onwards to the goal we will always march, with faith and hope and cheer. Together unafraid. जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे
भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा
द्राविड़ उत्कल बंग
हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधितरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे
तब शुभ आशीष मांगे
गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
All students to please remain seated while the principal exits the auditorium. All those in the balcony will be also seated because they'll be moving in from the auditorium. All those on my left and right to please use the front exits. Those of you in the back will also be moving from the front exits. I repeat, no exits on the back will be used today. Council members, please take charge.